Hey guys, my name's Nydia and welcome to my channel, A Book Love Journey. Today I'll be doing the Booktube Newbie Tag. I realized that this is not my first video, and that was my plan from the beginning because I wanted my first video to be about the book that really gave me the push to start this Booktube channel. So without further ado, let's get into the questions. Why did you start this channel? Everyone answers this question somewhat similarly. We love to read. But that's true, I think, of everyone that watches Booktube, and yet this is a small community. There aren't as many Booktube channels as there are lovers of reading. What gave me the push to start this channel is, as I mentioned before, one specific book. This one came at a time when it was perfect. You know, the situations, the emotions, and everything just blended together perfectly for me to get up the courage to come onto this platform and talk about the books that I love. Question number 2. What are some fun, unique things you can bring to YouTube? I bring myself, you know? Me and all of my unique situations and all of the things that make me me. Other than that though, because that is something that I believe everybody really does have. We all have the background that we came from, the things that have, the struggles that have made us ourselves and brought us to where we are. But other than that, I want to create a series where it will be a beginner to beginner booktube series where I talk about the journey, the things that I'm struggling with adjusting with, and like editing and gear and setup, all of the things that really hold us, that can hold someone back from doing this, even though it might be something that they really want to do. You know, I want to bring it down to a level where it's from me to you, from beginner to beginner, or from beginner to hopeful beginner. You know, someone that wants to start this and is scared to, because sometimes big YouTubers, big booktubers, it's hard to relate to them. You know, it's even when they give advice to new booktubers, it's still like, do they really remember that far back? You know, time does distance us from our memories, from what it was like, what is in that moment, you know? So I want to bring that. I want to help out anyone that also might want to get started in this. Question number 3. What are you most excited about with this new channel? I am excited to spread the book love. There's never enough book love. There can never be enough book love. Everyone should experience that moment when they close a book and it's just complete wonder, you know, and happiness. I'm really excited to have this project pour my heart and my time, and also to keep me learning and moving forward into a whole new journey. Question number 4. Why do you love reading? For me, reading was and is still a journey, honestly. My first language was Spanish, and because of that, reading was a struggle from the get-go. And it remained a struggle, honest, until I found a love for it in the 5th grade. So for me, the fact that reading used to be a struggle, but it's now something that I love, is amazing. And I think that if anyone out there feels that same way, feels that struggle, and isn't happy with leaving it a struggle, then I want to encourage them to keep looking for a book that will inspire that love for reading in them, because I honestly believe that there is a book out there for everyone, and I want to encourage people to keep searching for that book if they haven't found it yet. Question number 5. What book or series got you into reading? This, it sounds, honestly, it almost sounds cliche, but it was Harry Potter. It really was. And I think it's just, it was the book of that age, you know, of people within my age range. Harry Potter was the series that made me realize that reading was no longer going to be a struggle for me, that it could be a form of escape, and that it was going to be something I was going to love for a really long time. The funny thing about my love for Harry Potter, which I'm probably going to cut this out, for someone that struggles to read, it might be surprising, you know, to pick up a book as big as some of the Harry Potter books can be. But the reason I picked it up was I liked a boy. I liked a boy. His name was Isaac. And he liked Harry Potter. So that's how that started. Oh, those typical teenage years. Question number 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? First off, my favorite booktubers are Books with Emily Fox and Clau Reads Book. Her channel is in Spanish. And she reads her books in English and then reviews them in Spanish because she's still not 100% comfortable with speaking English. My first question would be for her, because I think that's amazing that she pushed herself to do something that she was uncomfortable with, reading books in English, and then made it something that she thrives at. You know, that's amazing to me. And I would like to ask her which book in Spanish she would recommend to me, as someone that is uncomfortable reading in Spanish now, right? Because I read so much English and I'm here in the United States, so everything I read is in English. But I'd love to ask a suggestion from her for a book that she has read in Spanish that she thinks would really push me to keep reading more in Spanish. And for Books with Emily Fox, I don't really have a question, but I do want to thank her, because watching her booktube channel is what introduced me to the booktube community and also gave me the inspiration and push to start my own booktube channel. So thank you, Emily Fox. You're awesome. Question number 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I think it's time management. Overall, it's time management. However, it's pretty much everything. I'm starting from scratch here. I don't know anything about editing. I don't know anything about cameras. I don't think I have a great setup. I didn't have a great setup. But yeah, it's time management, because there's life, you know, and there's the books you want to read in your life, and filming to talk about them and then making that film into something people want to watch. It's gonna be hard, but I think it's gonna be worth it, and I am beyond excited. And I'm gonna overcome all those challenges, and I'm going to do my beginner to beginner booktuber series, and I hope you'll come along for the ride. And you can make fun of the struggles, you can relate to the struggles, maybe, and maybe hopefully you'll get some inspiration to just keep overcoming your struggles. So I hope you'll subscribe and maybe hit the like button. But see you next time.